chefs here visiting. Comes in what, maybe 3 or 4 times a year?
Yeah, every 6 months I come down for work. Like it's the exact same weekend in August. It's always Lollapalooza weekend. Not for Lollapalooza. I'm here for work, and then I come down end of February or beginning of February. So you guys will see me like first week of February and this weekend as well. And every time I come down, this place, from Adam to Todd to like all the guys here, man, Ebro, like everybody's fantastic. So this is kind of like my home away from home when I'm training. So thank you for having me. Yeah, thank you.
So he's gonna show us some stuff. So
yeah,
it's all yours, man. Where do you want me?
On your back. So this is kind of like, I really like this sequence because I think especially for competition, I think if you have intentions of competing, even if you don't have intentions of competing, you know, it's very difficult to execute technically in the moment, right? Like in that moment, you really have to rely on your muscle memory. So what we talk a lot about at my academy is we talk a lot about like kind of like making those decisions, like having those like muscle responses and like looking for cues. And in jiu-jitsu, we talk a lot like there's auditory cues, there's visual cues. So we're gonna look specifically today on a few different cues, action, reaction. And my hope is if you take anything away, you know, maybe you take one thing away, it's just like, it's developing some muscle responses so that in the moment, if you're doing IBJJF, ADCC, whatever you're doing, everything we're gonna do today applies to gi as well. And I think it's just like recognizing like where those moments are. I'm gonna spin you around so you guys can see. So first thing I want you to do, we're gonna do like a little 3 attack sequence. We have till 5:45 for technique. So little 3 attack sequence, okay? But to start off, I want you in side control, okay? Remember, we're never spacious. We're always here. And I want you to come up to knee on belly. Common mistake that we make is we kind of like plant our hands, we give space, and we insert our knee. When we're in side control, let's think about the hip. Let's think about our elbow and the knee as holding a battery, like positive and negative. So my elbow is making connection to the hip. My knee is making connection to the other side of the hip. That allows me to monitor his hips, okay, very easily. Now, instead of pushing up, if I push up, he can start to build his frames. He can start to hip out. No bueno. Okay, so what we do is we slide our knee in. Now that I have him posted down, I can come up to my knee on belly. High level guy is gonna keep this elbow tight to his body, okay? And I'm looking for an underhook here. I like literally going spear fingers or fist, and I'm trying to punch this in, right? If you can punch it in, fantastic. We punch it in, turn our hand palm up. I'm grabbing the tricep, and I'm burying my elbow to get him on his side, okay? If he doesn't really fall for that and he keeps it tight, we can kind of get the response, right? I want him pushing on my knee. Why would he push on my knee? He would push on my knee because I give him pressure. How do we make this more painful? We reduce the surface area, right? The larger the surface area, the more he can kind of like stomach the pressure. The less surface area, the more it becomes like an arrow, right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna come off of my toes and make this sharp. For him to post on the knee, he has to flare his elbow, which gives me that hole to pull him up onto his side. Okay, so mission number 1 is get him onto his side. Now it's very easy for us to enter our north-south, and we're going to our Kimura. I post on the other side of the head. I'm coming around to north-south. I'm gonna drop my knee to his ear, boom. And as you rotate, we're gonna switch off to the Kimura. So it's not 1-2, it's very much 1 at the same time. So we're here, we're controlling the hips. I slide this in. I'm still controlling the hip with my hand, slide my knee in. Now that I have the pin, I can posture. I'm constantly testing this space, right? If you get it, great. If you don't, start to be mean with the pressure. Boom. Okay, we're gonna steal the tricep. Post, rotate, switching off, coming to our Kimura. So just for the first like part of the sequence, basic Kimura, okay? Details on this, keep the elbow glued to your body. I'm not breaking this grip, lock up the grip. I'm not breaking this grip with my arms. If I make this an arm versus arm fight, the guy with the bigger arms are gonna win, right? And you have to assume that you don't have the advantage. So what do? I glue my chest to his tricep, and now I posture with my whole body, okay? Very easy to finish, okay? So I don't wanna posture and then fight it. I glue it, break it, okay? I also like to talk about the kind of like explosiveness, right? There's a difference between exploding through the submission. That can be reckless. We're not talking about exploding into the submission. We're talking about popping to break the grip, right? So recognize there's a difference between like kind of using that explosiveness to break the grip and you know, I'm not blowing out the shoulder, right? Use that pop to break and then apply the submission. Another little detail I heard on the Kimura that I like is sometimes we take the long cut, right? The long cut would be bringing it across and bringing it down. Go the most direct path. I want to get his knuckles to the back of his neck. The most direct path would actually be here. So don't take the long path, take the short path there. Okay. Any questions, guys? Okay, 3, 2, 1.